These are the Tarot and Oracle forecasts for the month of January 2019. Happy New Year, everybody. If you would like to purchase or book a reading, any of the readings that are available from me, you can go to the website. The links will be in the description box below. That also includes those incredible soulmate readings. Scorpio, we're going to start with your teacup. Look at your tea leaves that came up for January, and then the tea leaf cards, then your relationship reading, and then a tarot reading. Right, so I made a cup of tea for you, Scorpio, and I asked the question, right, what symbols are going to be important to Scorpio in January? What do they mean for January? What should they look out for? So there's quite a few symbols in there. I will just say, as I have said in the other videos that contain the teacups, if you see something that pops out for you in particular, because these cups are full of little symbols, then just comment in the description box below and I'll happily discuss it with you. Because I can't go through all the symbols in the teacup, I'll be here all day. Right, so what I did see, what jumped out for me here was a rather large key. There was a little arrow pointing to it, and then there's a little bit of flowers and a seahorse around it as well. So what I see here then is you are on the right road to successfully overcoming some kind of obstacle or problem with regards to family, and it results in everybody being happy. That's a message for some of you out there. So there's definitely family involved, there's definitely successful outcome to something, and you've actually chosen the right direction, the right path, or the right way of dealing with it, or you will do so in January. The energies will be there and the universe will be helping you to do that. Right, so if you see anything else in that teacup, comment below and then we'll discuss it. Now we're going to move on to the tea leaf cards that came up for you in the month of January. For your tea leaf cards, you get the mule, the coin, the gavel, the peacock, and the archway. So what the story is, and there's quite a clear story here, is that you come up against somebody in the month of January that's particularly stubborn. I think they're on this path of you trying to get money, or a money path that is opening up to you. That's what the coins is about. So there's an opportunity for you to earn more, but somebody stands in your way, or they seemingly stand in your way. I think there's a contract involved as well. That's what that gavel, usually to me, involvement with the law can be more that. Maybe you're standing to get an inheritance and somebody's being stubborn about fine details of it or how it should be done. Or it can be that you found a new pathway to earn money, but somebody or something stands in the way of doing that. And it seems contractual. It seems something to do with the law. The peacock says, beware of great pride. In other words, you may need to compromise on this issue. You may be sticking to your guns quite stubbornly about how you want to go about it. At this point, it would seem if you compromise to a certain extent, then you get the archway. Then you'll find opportunities, doorways, and new paths will open up for you. Exactly what the story is about is going to depend on your own personal life story. But those are the ingredients of it. So it's something or somebody stands in your way. It can even be a corporation, something like that, or a contractual clause, whatever. But in order for you to gain this new money, gain this new way of earning money, you will need to compromise. So your relationship reading for the month of January presents quite a story. Now remember, this applies to any important relationship or partnership. It need not necessarily be romantic. This one looks very much that way, but it can also be a really deep connection you have with somebody. New love comes in, coupled with the sea tom. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So for some of you, this is definitely the case. There is somebody that is coming into your life in January, and you are definitely going to have feelings for them. That sea tom says as much as well in this particular tarot deck. It says a new romantic opportunity is being presented to you. So those of you that are looking for relationships, here comes somebody. Those of you in committed partnerships or relationships, you can rekindle that feeling you have with your spouse, your partner, whoever it may be. It's a case of sort of allowing yourself to feel passion again. And it's interesting because the next card that comes up is the passion card. And that's coupled with a fire king. Would it not be? I mean, the fire king. So Passion says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And that Fire King speaks about someone who's in a position of quiet power, knowing exactly who they are and how they've arrived where they are. It's not a pushy person. It's not a person who's trying to throw their weight around, but they just kind of exude that power. I have a feeling for many of you Scorpios, you're about to meet somebody like that. You're about to meet a fire sign who is very secure in who they are, who kind of has this aura of power around them. And there's a big spark between the two of you. In an existing relationship, your own security in who you are and where you've come in life is what can rekindle the passion between the two of you again. Insecurities are passion killers, basically. And in January, you can actually be in that place where you're kind of secure in who you are and where you've been and how far you've come in life. And that makes you very attractive. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Coupled with the 8 of C says, to me, all Scorpios, whether you're in relationships or not, you possibly have for a while now kind of distanced yourself a bit from involving or engaging with people because you've been feeling vulnerable and you don't want to get too close because you're worried that you'll get hurt or you'll be disappointed, or maybe things have just gone a bit awry in your relationships and you've just kind of cut yourself off from the connection that you feel with somebody. Now in January, it's time to rekindle that again. It's time to make that connection with someone, be it with your existing partner or those of you looking for a new partner. Be willing and open to making that connection with somebody again, to feeling that one-on-one connection with somebody. Your tarot reading finishes off your reading quite beautifully. You get the star. You get the priestess. It's interesting that I said the moon. Okay, we'll discuss that in a minute. The star, the priestess, the good kitty, Sky Tom, and 2 of Sky. Now, the star in the tarot deck is one of the nicest cards to get. The fact that I say the moon means that I think you overcome your fears, or a certain section of your fears, or a certain fear that you have in the month of January. And this is why you then get the star card. The star card says you are someone special, and the universe is going to bestow something on you in January because you're a special person. I'm directly saying here what message is coming through for you, so this is what you guys need to hear. The priestess says, trust the path that this goes, that it will lead you along. Just know you will get intuitive nudges all along the way, even though the terrain as such may be unfamiliar and what is happening in your life may not be familiar. Trust the direction that it's going in. You get the good kitty as well, so you get 3 major arcana, which is so there's big energies for you guys in January. And the good kitty in this deck speaks about taking a good honest look at your life and realizing where change needs to happen. There's no judgment here and there's no blame here. It's just a case of looking and thinking, right, so this part of my life needs a little more work on it. Maybe I must be a bit more open here, or I must make changes in my life. And then just being prepared to do that. And it's not a case of judging yourself. Don't do that. That's definitely not a part of this reading. The Sky Tom says, then when you want to make these changes, when you decide what it is that needs to be shifted in your life, don't force the issue, because the next card, the 2 of Sky, says wait patiently and see what comes up in your life. I have a feeling for Scorpios, a very distinct feeling. Things will be dished up to you in January, and they're not bad. It's not bad things at all. It's life is shifting, and your terrain is shifting, your paths are shifting, so you need to get the lay of your land before you can actually make direct action. But start thinking about where you'd like to shift your life. What needs to be changed in your life now? It's time. And they're blessings because you've got the star. So this is a good time to be doing that. I do hope you enjoyed that reading. I would like to repeat again, if you'd like a personal, private reading, subscription to weekly updates for your particular star sign, or to book that incredible soulmate reading, please contact me via the website. The link is in the description box below. Thank you for watching, listening, commenting. I read every single comment. I try to reply as often as I can. And for those of you that share the videos, a very big thank you to you too.